Hello, good day. My name is Nathalie. I'm from LineDotArrow. I'm here today to share with you a flip through of this junk journal in a recipe theme I made for a customer. She ordered a junk journal in a nature theme before this one, and then she messaged me and asked me if I could make her a junk journal in recipe style. So for her I made a few design papers to use in this journal, and I also made a few design papers that are also available in my Etsy store Line.Arrow, and that's the recipe kit, and there's also an add-on available at the moment. So if you want to check them out, please visit my Etsy store. And for now I like to start with the flip through of this journal. Like I said, the lady asked a recipe theme. It didn't have to be a great book, not a large one, but not too small because you have to write in it. So it's I will measure it. I'm sorry for the noise. The width is in centimeters 12.5 centimeters. In inches it is a 5 inch about. The height is 21.5 centimeters, and in inches it is 8.5 inch. So, and the spine measures 5 centimeters, and in inches it is 2 inches wide. So, like I said, I designed a few papers for her, not to sell in my store, but especially to use for her in this journal, like the one on the cover. It is designed by me. I have made a closure out of elastic with elements that, well, you can find on the cover too, like the buttons. They are in the tassel, and this ribbon is also involved over here. Sorry. I hope you're in frame, yes. There are two inserts in this book. They are attached. Oh, I lost the name of them. How do you call them? You use them with the crocodile. I'm sorry, I lost it. Eyelets. This is vintage lace. No, vintage trim, and I sewed it on a bit of lace, so it has the ruffles on the side. And this is the back of the journal. This is the tassel I made from beads, lace. This flower ribbon is over here. And I also made two small bottles with actual herbs. These are Greek herbs inside, and this is a bottle with salt. I attached them to the notebook, but you can detach them because I figured, well, the glass is very fragile, and if you want to use the book in the kitchen, you don't want to break the bottle. So you can detach the bottles from the tassel, so it's easier to work. I also made the inside with the two inserts like the way a traveler's notebook works. So this is elastic, and you can pull this out and put it in back, so you can write in the insert without, well, putting the book in the kitchen, and maybe you get some stains on it or anything, and it makes it easier to write in it. So I'm going to flip through without too much talking, so you just can see what I've made. I have a front pocket and a back pocket. Also use some of my design papers. This is my business card, and also a design paper available in my store, exactly this motif. This is a copy of a painting I bought in France, and I figured it would be nice to put in the pocket, but, well, obviously I cannot put it on Etsy store because it's not mine. Also 2 pockets, 2 labels in the front pockets. This is fabric. The cover of both inserts are copies of the recipe book. Well, not a recipe book. The grandmother of my husband wrote this. This is actually a recipe for apple pie, I think, and this is another one, blue writing, also a real recipe. So the first signature has a few tabs, like the second signature also have the tabs on it. I made them myself. I sew them on. I also made a few recipe cards for the lady. I will put them in my store, but I think I will update them a little bit. I have 9 different designs. They all have a different picture over here. So inside there are a few items she can write recipes on, or things she likes to remember. This is from the kit recipe vintage traveler's notebook kit. No, not traveler's notebook, junk journal kit. So this is available in my store, also with a recipe card. I put it in later. Here's some vintage looking stamps, all food related. This is one of the pockets that's in the store, in the kit, available. A small envelope and a tag also from the recipe kit. Another recipe card. These are 2 labels. I have it, I don't know where I bought it. I bought it on Etsy, but I don't know which shop anymore. I will try to find and link them down below. But these are tags from herbs, basil and rosemary. So I thought they would look nice in this journal. This is a journal card, but I think it can make a pocket too. This page is from Medieval Mirage. I will link her shop down below. This page is not mine. I will try to find out which store sells this kit and link it below. This is actually a very old index card. Some random scrapbook paper I had. This is designed by me. Some vegetable. Yes, there are vegetables. I thought they would look nice in this book too. Again, a tab, special design paper. Also in the kit, in the recipe kit, these envelopes. This is a really tiny one. I have a small card in this one, and over this, in this one, I have a few of the stamps, so she can put them in their journal, herself. Another tag. I made a pocket out of a extra printed piece of paper from the kit that I used for her. You can see I've used coffee dyed paper. All the pages I have been sewing around the edges. Again, the tags with the herbs. I don't know where I got this. This is a piece of vellum, and I thought, well, it looked nice because it's food related. Some ledger paper I coffee dyed. Again, the Medieval Mirage. Again, one of the tags from the kit I don't know the name of, but I will link it below. One of my own labels, tags. A small paper bag. Maybe she can put, well, I like to use the wine labels, the bottles from the wine labels, and I collect them if I like the wine, and then I put them in a book. So maybe that's an idea to put to store the labels over there. As you can see, there's a lot of writing space because I think it's supposed to be a recipe book, so not too much embellishment going on. This is a paper bag. Love this. Again, some labels to put on maybe jars or in the recipe book. Another recipe card. I'm sorry, that's the cat meowing. Another page designed by me. This is the back from the page, I don't know. Medieval Mirage. Again, the floating pocket. Two of the labels that are in my add-on recipe kit. Again, ledger paper. Another recipe card inside here. I'm sorry. You see, here are the spoons and the knives. Only spoons. Also from the kit. Designed for the lady. And this is the end of the first signature. Two of my tags. I had some cheesecloth and I sew on this other copy of another painting. Some lace. This is one of the pages of the kit. I like this. It's a small apron. This page is available in my kit, I think. I'm not sure yet, and otherwise it will be soon. But I enhanced it with a cooking design, especially for the lady, so not for sale. some handmade labels. Another recipe kit, this time with a flower. A small envelope, and this I bought these at Crete in Greece. This is actually an envelope, but I made a tuck spot out of it, a pocket. This is a copy of sardines. I don't know how to call it in English. I thought it would be nice in the journal. It complements with the colors. Again, Medieval Mirage page. This is also from another kit. I think it's from the Graphics Fairy. I think it's the milk, coffee and milk, something like that. I will link it below. Again, the collage page that is in my recipe journal kit, also from the Graphics Fairy. This is one of my collage pages I printed on vellum, and I made a pocket out of it. Put in a tag, a small envelope with, again, the small stamps, food related. They are stickers. This is the middle of the second signature. This is a copy of a thin can of these cookies. This is an actual doily I bought on the flea market. The other side of the vellum pocket I made. This is random scrapbook paper, and this is one of my tags from the kit available in the store. Another small stamp of a coffee cup. The other side of the collage paper. Also from the Graphics Fairy. Again, another copy of the painting. And this card, well, I'm not sure where you can find these. I bought this on Marketplace from a lady, so I can't link it below because I think it's one time thing she sold. A doily and a tag I made. They're not in the store, but I thought it would go nice with this page. The other side of the design paper. This is in my store. I made some kind of belly band over here. I have one label over here and over here on the top. This is from a playing card. It's called Quartet. I don't know how to call it in English. I had these and I thought they look like vintage colors, so maybe she can use them to put some recipes on, or maybe write something when she had guests, made a special dinner and write about that. Whatever, it's her to decide, of course. This is from a magazine called Libelle. And this is also from that magazine, and not the same magazine, because I think they are from the 1970s. No, this is from 1994, but it's a freebie inside a magazine. And I found this when we had to clean up the house of my father and mother-in-law after everybody was, well, finished taking the things they like to keep. All the paper stayed behind, and when we had to throw them out, I found all these items, and I asked my husband, well, can I have them and use them in my journals? So he said, well, of course you can. So I have a few of these finds in my stash. I'm very glad to have them. Again, not for sale on my Etsy store, especially for the lady who ordered it. I hope she will like it. I will put it on after she received it, otherwise she will see the video before she receives her journal. But I have more project in the planning. So if you are interested in one of my journals to purchase, I will put them on my Etsy store. I make a flip through of each of them. I have, for example, I have 2 books that I do have to finish. I put them down. I take this out. This is the first one. I hope you can see. This is Tim Holz on the back. I'm sorry for the noise. But in the inside I have used a lot of my own pages. A lot of them are available on my Etsy store. But you see, there are only pages with, they are backed with coffee dyed paper. And I do have to embellish them a little bit more. There's a lot of emptiness going on over here. So that's one I have to finish. And this is the second one, also covered with the Tim Holtz paper. I will link the Tim Holtz paper below in the description box too, because I don't know the names of them now, but I will find them. A lot of eye candy going on over here. And again, these have papers I made myself, but they are not all in my store yet. But I do have to embellish this book a little bit more, make tabs and everything. There's a small pocket over here, and there's a small pocket over here. And this is leather. So if you do want to see, well, how I finish these 2 journals, or maybe like to purchase them in my store, well, keep up with the YouTube, and one of these days you will find a video of a flip through. So it will be available in my store. Okay, this is my video for today. I will stop talking now and stop making noise. I hope you liked it. If you have any requests about videos you like to see, I'm sorry for the camera, or anything else, please contact me. You can follow me on Facebook, my Facebook page, LineDotArrow, or I'm also on Instagram, and of course watch me the next time on YouTube. For now, I say goodbye. Take care, stay safe, be creative, and have a good day. Bye bye.